Welcome to the Shih Tzu of Minnesota virtual reunion. And today we get Patti Johansen and her dog Abby. And isn't Abby just adorable? Oh my gosh, those eyes! Oh, I just want to smother, just want to hug her to pieces.
I know it.
And Patti has been a previous board member. She's an adopter, obviously. She's been a foster. She does all kinds of volunteer things. So Patti, tell me, how did you get involved with the Shih Tzu Rescue of Minnesota?
Well, it's really kind of funny. We were with a different group out of Wisconsin. At this point, I can't remember the name, but I'm sure Martha and Debbie remember it. And I had just gotten a puppy named Tessa. She was a Shih Tzu Yorkie mix. And I always said the Yorkie part took over.
Uh-oh.
And I had been thinking that maybe I should get another one. And a friend of mine told me to look on I didn't know anything about Pet Finder, adoption, rescue groups. And so I looked on Pet Finder and I found Shih Tzu, or this other Shih Tzu Rescue, and applied to adopt one of a pair of dogs. And so Martha and Debbie came over and visited with me and brought both of the dogs. And it's a funny story because they turned me down for adoption. They felt, and rightly true, because our goal is to find the right home for the dog and the family, the home. And they thought that my Tessa was just a little bit too wild for these two calm little girls. So I actually got turned down.
Oh my goodness. Well, you know what? I think that's going to make a number of people feel okay because, it's hard when you're turned down, right?
And rightly so, because I've had to turn down homes too.
Yes.
So then I got into thinking, well, maybe I can foster instead of adopting a dog. And so that's how I got into fostering.
And is Abby the only one you've adopted from the fosters?
No. I foster flunked with another little girl named Ellie. I didn't think she came from a very rough situation, and I didn't think she was going to make it. I thought maybe she had a couple of years in her, and instead of putting her up for adoption, I adopted her, and she only lasted a year.
Oh.
So I'm glad I kept her.
Yeah. Oh, bless your heart. Bless your heart.
And then Abby was I fostered her. She was a breeder mama, but in a home setting, so it was okay. And so that's how I had her for 2 weeks, and I decided to adopt her. Maybe it was just a week I had her, and I decided to adopt her because I had lost my Tessa. My Tessa was the Yorkie Shih Tzu mix. So.
Okay, great. Well, so what do you want our listeners to know about the organization or about adopting or fostering?
It is a highly respected organization. We have always had great leadership, and our goal is, as I said, to make sure the dog is in the right home, and the family has the right dog for them. So we've made some mistakes along the way, and they come back.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's a learning situation. So, or some people totally mislead you and you didn't, it wasn't the scene at all. So, but if the dog's not wanted, we are actually glad to get them back so that we can find the right home for them.
Yeah.
We'd rather have them back.
That's been my sense, is the dogs are our family, right?
Yes.
And subsequently, we do a lot of follow-up with the adopters as well
Yes,
to
yes,
make sure it's all working well, or if they
yeah,
have training questions or whatever, because
right,
the dogs are,
exactly.
once they're with us, right?
That's forever.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Well, Patti and Abby, thank you so much for your time. Any other last words before we wrap up?
Nope, just I am hoping now that I'm retired, I can get back into it. I did have, I've had 2 long-term hospice fosters, and I, over the years, and Missy, she went to the Rainbow Bridge in July.
Uh,
So, I want to get back into, fostering short term if I can. Although I do tend to like the senior dogs
mhm.
too. And so,
Another
and I,
important, go ahead.
yeah.
Yeah, another
But
important thing for our
the
listeners.
best feeling in the world and for rescue for me is because people always ask everybody, how can you let them go?
Mhm.
And I go, I said, the best feeling in the world for me is to see the dog in a home where they're loved,
Yes,
and that's what
yes.
the follow-up visits are all about. So
Uh,
it just warms my heart. So
that is so true. That is so true. Thank you, Patti. Thank you, Abby. We
you're
appreciate
welcome.
you being here today.
Okay. We'll be
Bye-bye.
talking to you.
Yeah.